Back home, Pauline Hanson's bid to force a recount of votes in the last federal election has finally ended. The Supreme Court has dismissed the case and recommended taxpayers foot the bill. The former One Nation leader ran as an independent for a New South Wales seat in the upper house and was told in an email that there had been a mix-up during the vote count. Well, that mix-up turned out to be a hoax. Reporter Mark Douglas is at State Parliament in Sydney. So, Mark, there was no surprise in the outcome to the case, but how did news about the costs go down?
Well, Ros, nobody's ever really happy about paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a case that collapses. And in this case, you had Pauline Hanson not wanting to pay that money. The other people involved in this case, two of them are members of the upper house now who could have lost their seats if Pauline was successful. One of those, Jeremy Buckingham, very upset with the outcome of today's hearing.
Well, the public's confidence in the electoral system has been restored. The Pauline Hanson's case has been thrown out. So that's a victory for me and the people of New South Wales. But Pauline Hanson's appalling lack of judgment is going to cost the New South Wales taxpayer hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's a situation that she was a victim. The court's there for the purpose of determining this sort of matter. The costs were incurred as a result of a prank, a public hoax, and His Honour's got the right decision.
Pauline Hanson's lawyer there. So, Mark, just remind us how this case fell apart.
Well, Pauline Hanson was arguing that she'd received information, emails in fact, leaked emails that would claim to be from the Electoral Commission, suggesting that 1,200 votes for her in the upper house election weren't actually counted. Now, that number of votes may have made a difference, but in the end, a person by the name of Sean Castle came forward, basically telling the court that those emails were concocted, they were a hoax, and in the end, Pauline Hanson no longer had a case to fight. So now it's a question of whether the government should be paying for a case that has fallen over.
And Mark, is action going to be taken against the man who sent the email that started it all rolling?
Well, Sean Castle may have a case to answer. The judge today decided that the matter should be referred to the Attorney General's Department and they should have a look at whether Sean Castle has been involved in a criminal offence. Now, the Attorney General a short time ago said that he would be looking at that matter and whether that should now go to the police.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.